Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the Hard Sudoku. Yesterday was an absolute nightmare, and so hoping to be a little smoother today. And so, yeah, let's just dive right into this and rip off as usual with the ones. Oh man, that was a bad start. Anyway, ones here. Okay. Hating on the ones, I guess. Twos here and here. Not too much there. Double three there and there. Three there and there. There and there. Right there. Right there. Okay. Okay. Nice start. A lot of threes. Almost too many. Double four there and there. Fives. Right there, we got our five. Double five there and there. Six. Oh, wow, we're getting a lot of numbers, which means it's about to come to a screeching halt. Three there and there. Okay, let's get rid of that before it completely ruins us later. Just making sure I'm missing anything. Okay. Fours, obviously, can we mark those up? That's right. Not see anything else with the fours. Okay. Six, a lot of sixes. Okay. There's a six right there. Boom. Double six there and there. Very nice. Double six there and there. And a double six there and there. Both trapped on the left, giving us, obviously, this six. Okay, cool. It's probably all we're going to be able to get out of the sixes, so let's move on to the sevens. So we got a double seven there and there. Double seven there and there. Almost, okay, actually, yeah, double seven there and there. This almost feels helpful, but I'm not willing to mark it quite yet. These eights are, okay, there. So there's a double eight here and here. Trapped on the bottom. Let's check out the nines. 1-9. All right, a lot going on in the middle. Let's check this for anything crazy. So 1, 2, 3, and then the 4 doesn't see it once. So we're going to have to struggle with the 9s and the 4s over there. What about you? Yeah, I missed this double 1. So that's a 1. Keep looking here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Already marked it. Why'd I look? 8 and 9. So there's a 1, 9. Isn't seen once. I mean, it's like phantom seen by this, but not really. Let's check this out. We love looking at a triple. So 3, 8, 6, 5, and 2. All have to go here. 3, 8, 6, 5, and 2. So the 8 is the only one that's not placed. And obviously it could go here or here. So we can't do much with that quite yet. This 8 being like this. Let's check over here real quick. 1, 2. Okay, here's a double 2 right here that I should mark up, which gives us this double 2. Not quite. Look at the 3s again, the 4s. 4's trapped up top here. 5. Okay, here we go. Now we're cooking. Let's unmark that 6. I don't know what that was supposed to be. I'm scared now. What was that supposed to be? Whatever. Let's just double check that the 5s and the, yeah. So if this is a 5-7 pair, which eliminates the 5 from up here, which gives us this is a 5 or this is a 5. This should also help thin this this square up a bit. So that's a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and now we got an 8-2 pair as well, right here and here. Make sure I can't get lessened anymore. 1, 2, 3, and now the 4 is only going to be able to get us a that's a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then this has to be the 9 naturally. We can now narrow down the 9 to up here. And obviously this is now a 9-5 pair. Lowering this to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 pair. Okay. Now what are you? Because you're the last thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is now a 1, 8, 9 pair. The 8 can't go there. So the 8 can either go here or here. And then you are whatever is left out of this little friend group. And you are a 4 and just keep clicking the 3s, but I promise that's not what I'm trying to do. Okay, let's keep moving. So the 4s are now limited down to here. This looks like a 1, 1, 6, 4, and 3. So that's 4 numbers. This is the only one left out. 1, 2, it's the 7, I believe. Yeah, so the 7's got to go here. It's the only one that can. That 7's then got to go here. Let's remove this. Let's keep looking at the 7's. See if we can cook a little more with the 7's. Not looking like it. 8, 9. Either works. Or 2, 2, 8. 1, 8, 9. Just double checking everything right now. It's so easy for me to mess up. Happened a lot, sadly. Okay, let's check out the 6's for a second. Okay, let's check out the 7's. We were just looking at the 7's. Let's check out the 8's. Okay. And then the 9's. Not much with the 9's. Ah, here's a little trick. So the 9's here are on the edge. Obviously, everything in here is left to be on the edge. So the 9's got to go here or here. We'll see if that helps us. Let's hunt down this square a little bit. So we got 1's narrowed down to here and here. 2. Not looking like we're going to do much with the 2's. 3, 4. 4 stuck on the bottom. Here, I mean everywhere. 4, 5, 6, 7, and the 8. Maybe the 8 will unlock us. Yeah, there we go. So this is another 8, 1 pair. Like, oh, that's an 8, 2 pair. But this is an 8, 1 pair. Showing us, let's now look at this for a third time, now that we have another pair locked in. 2's are there. Ah, yes. So now these 1, 8's give us the 4's got to go somewhere right here, meaning this 4 can't go here. That's the 2, and that is the 4. This 2 now eliminates a couple of squares. That's actually the only spot the 2 can go. So that's the 2. Now that's the only spot the 5 can go. So that's the 5. 4, 9 pair, 1, 8 pair. Let's keep looking. Check out this 2 if it helped us at all. It was a double 2 there and there, giving us this 2 actually. Get rid of that. And then this 2, not much, but maybe something else in this square now. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is the 4. Is the only thing left. The 4 cannot go there anymore. That's the 4, and that is the 7. Check out this 4. What 4 are we missing now? Both the ones down here, and then the 7 doesn't help us either yet. Yeah, but this square is almost got to be solvable. So we got the 1's there, and then probably the 9's, I assume. Yeah. What about you down here? 8, 9? Correct? Yeah. Okay. 1, 8, 9, 1, 9, 1, 9, 8, 9, 8, 9. So what about a cross right here? 1, 3, 1, 8, 4, 3, 4, 9. 4, 6, 4, 9, 1, 6, 8, 9. Everything's kind of not working out. So let's check in the middle here. This 1 is being a pain right now. 2. Really got to make sure I'm not just missing something obvious. Like, especially over in this area. Okay, I don't think I am. 4's, we know we don't know. The 5's seem possible. 6's, not quite. 7's we just checked. 8's didn't we just check? Okay. Okay. We probably have to start marking up some triples to figure this out. Yeah. Let's start dotting up this square primarily. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. I like marking this triple 8 up. It just feels helpful. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, the 1 can literally go anywhere. It's just ugly. This this could be a 1, 9 and it'll help us. Let's see if that is the 1, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. It can be the 5. That's where it breaks. Hmm. And then you can be 5, 8, 9. You can be everything. Let's mark up this 555 right here. Seems helpful. Let's really attack this square real quick. So 2 boxed in up here. 3. We already got that. 4 already obviously in it. 5, 6, 7. Somehow, how did I how would I not mark the 7s yet? So that's now a 7-3 pair. That's the 5. That took forever. My bad, but let's get it rolling now. So the 5 can't go there, so that's the 7. That's the 5. Obviously, oh, no. That's the 5. We know that this can't be the 5 anymore, so that's a 7-3 locked and loaded. This 5 gives us something that just gives us that this is the 5 or this is the 5. This 6 gives us, yeah. So this 6 gives us that this is, in fact, the 6, the 1, the 3, and the 4. That's the 7, because now the 3 it blocks it off. This is now a 2-8 pair. Can't quite touch it yet. 1, that's the 1. Beautiful. 1, 2. You can go there or there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9. Yeah, very ambiguous stuff here that we can't really narrow down. Let's attack this square. This feels like it's its turn. Okay, so yeah, immediately the 2 can't go here or here, so the only spot left to go in this row for the 2 is there, giving us that you cannot be the 2. Okay, and what else do you give us? What else do you give us, Mr. 2? This might be narrowed down to an 8. No, it's an 8 or a 9. Let's attack this a little more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Where are the rest of our 9s? Let's hunt these down. Okay, so I'm missing something. Awesome. Let's dot up this square. This square is begging to be dotted up. So obviously the 2s, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The 8 can go anywhere, and the 9 can't go anywhere. The 9 is, maybe we're looking for a little phantom pair somewhere. I'm gonna do this, and then mark up all the 8s. 8, 2, 8, 2, 8, 2, 9, 8, 2, 9. 1, 9, 1, 9, 1, 9, 1, 8, 9, 8, 9. Jeez, it's like, what's the miss? Where are you? I know you're hiding. Like, come on now. Come on out. Okay, and then finally, the only spot not marked up is here. And unfortunately, the 9 can literally go in any of these squares. And the 1 can go almost anywhere. Make sure I didn't do anything wrong there. Okay. Hmm. Wait. Yeah, here it is. Just hiding in plain sight. The 4 can only go there, and I just didn't mark this 4. It was obviously I was just missing my mark, but it's fine. It's fine. Slowed us down a little bit, but a solve's a solve. Gotta be thorough. Gotta get it right. Okay, anyway. What are we missing now? Obviously the 1 can't go there. 5, 8, 9. What else do we got? It's the one we just got. The 8? Yeah, the 8. Correct. So the 8 can't go there. It's a 1, 5, 9. This is the problem with uglying it up. Can't narrow down that 2. Can't narrow down the 1. The 5. Can't narrow down the 5. Might be still like a trick or something that I'm not quite seeing, but let's just double check everything. Make sure all of our 8s have eliminated each other. Make sure our 9s have eliminated each other. Fascinating. So something about getting this 1 and 9 has to help me, which means that something about getting this 1 has to help me. It turned this into an 8-9 and this into an 8-5-9. 9. There it is. Again, just forgetting which ones I've touched and which ones I haven't touched. That's obviously now the 1. That's obviously now the 8. That's obviously now the 9. It's obviously now the 1. That's the 9. A little slow from today. I'm a little tired, I guess. But I'm sure it's kind of fun to watch me overthink something that's not too complicated. 9, 5, 9, 5, 9. No, 8, 8. No, 5, 5, 5, of course. And then the 1. And then which one am I not seeing? The 8, of course. The 2 and the 9. And the 2 and the 8. Yeah. Okay. Again, not that slow. Had like a 30-minute run yesterday, so it was still better than that, but definitely could have been quicker. Just overly dotted up, and just got to remember that once something solves it, instead of just spamming all the solves, got to eliminate all of the spots that it's marking and touching to be thorough and neat. But I'll work on that and try to be more thorough about this. All right, now let's get into the hard pips and let's see how this goes. Okay. All right. Always trying to figure out where to start. So, comfy for the pips. Okay. So right here we see a 5 equals. Okay, I didn't want to pause it. Right here we see a 5 equals, which means that there has to be a number that happens 5 times to even be possible to make this work. And so let's go through the numbers. So 1 happens definitely 5 times. 0 doesn't, so it can't be a 0. Could be a 1. 2, 1, 2, 3, not enough times. 3, 1, I don't even see another one. 4, 1, no way. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 could be there. It'd be tough though. It would be tough. I'm just like really thinking about this. It feels unlikely to be the 5. Yes. So the reason it cannot be the 5 actual, no, it could be the 5. Can it? No. So the reason it can't be the 5 in this is because we see this has to be greater than 10, and the only combinations of dice that add up to above 10 is a 6 and a 6 and a 6 and a 5. So we know it couldn't be include a 5 because then not all the 5s would be in here and it would break it, right? And so we know this would have to be a 6 and a 6, and we see that neither of the 6s are attached to a 5, and so whichever one would be poking into here would have to have a 5 attached to it, and that doesn't exist. And so we know this can't be the 5s. It also can't be the 6s, and so we can narrow it down that it is the 1s that go in here. From there, how many 1s are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 1s, meaning that of the 6 1s, 5 of them go in here. So one of the 1s is somewhere else, right? So we can also narrow it down that the 1 would never be able to go in here or in here because it would have to be with another 1 to be 1 plus 1 equals 2. It can never go in here because it's got to be greater than 10. So this seems like the natural spot for the outlying 1. Anyway, more likely than not, I think there will have to be a double 1 in here somewhere. The only way this could be greater than 10, like I said, would be a 6 and a 6 or a 6 and a 5. Let's see if, okay, if this is like this, this would have to be this and this. Let's actually go a little different. Let's go this is this way. And so, is there a 5 of the 1? Is there a 6 of the 1? Yes. So that could work like this, just like that. This just has to be greater than 1. This, anything could go right here. Now, we've already established that this can't be a 1 and a 1 with the way we're doing this, so this has to be a 2 and a 0. That's the only way this works. And so what do 2 and 0 share? So 0 sees a 4, 2 sees a 5, 0 sees a 5. So the only thing they have in common is the 5. So that would mean that this would work like that. And now there's still 2 1s here, but we know it, we don't actually know that. Let's see. So we know this can't go like that because then this would have to add up to 9, and there's no single domino that adds up to 9. And we know this can't go like this because no single one adds up to 7. So therefore, this has to go here, but it could also go here. And that's what we're going to have to figure out now. So Yeah. So this can't go like this because then this would have to, no, hold up, because I could go like that. And then how, and then this could go like this. Okay, but it breaks later. There's actually more than one way to do this. So what about, we need, if this was going to go like this was like this, boom. Think about this. So this would have to be a 3, which does exist, but it doesn't exist in a pretty way. What if this was like this? Okay, let's see. 2 and 5, 1 and 6. We have a 1 and a 6 still. It'd be like this. But then we see that there's no way this is adding up to 10 ever. Okay. So I don't think that we can just throw away the double 5 here. And so I think this has to go like that. Wait, no. Wait, what on earth am I talking about? This has to go like this. Silly. So that would have to go like that, but that doesn't work. Hang on. So that would then have to go like that. Okay, so how do we get this to work then? The real question is, what does this add up to, and do we have enough to fill it? So 17, 21, 31. There's no way that adds up to 31, but that's going to be 10, 18, 21, 24, 28. So somewhere along the way we needed to be more efficient. And let's figure out how. Figure out how. Hmm. So we have a 1 with a 2. No, it can't be the 1. No 3 with a 1, no 3 with a 0. What are the other ones with a 2? Obviously, we already tried the 5. 1. Okay, I'm seeing... I think I'm seeing another way this can go. It would be like... Hang on. Gonna get messy for a second, but... The double 1 could possibly... No, because then that would be... have to be a 1. No, but hold up. This could be the 1, too. Hold up. Only. This could be the 1, too. And this could be... the 1, 1. This would then have to be another 5. Hmm. There's not a 2, 0, so this can't work like that. However... This could be that instead. That could still be this. This is then... This is then a 5. Or a 6. Actually, we don't know that yet. We know this would have to be a 0, naturally. Which means that... Okay. Technically, this could work. But I think we get rid of too many big numbers to then be able to solve the rest of the puzzle. Yeah, we do. So this can work, but it can't be it. So that means the only other 2 we can really expend is got to be... Let's get rid of it. Whoa, no. Shot. No. Oh, no. Yeah, because it's not that. It's the 0, not that. And then that'd be the 4. And then we would need 4, 5, or 4, 6. And 4, 6 is right there. And now, can this now work? We have the 5. Can probably kill off this 1 with no problem. But now this has to add up to 4. It can't. But this doesn't have to be that. This could go like this. This could then be that. And we don't have anything adds up to 4, so that can't be that quite yet. This could go like this. One to make this work. Hang on. Then this could go like this. That could go like that. That could go there. This could go there. That could go like that. Nice. Okay, that all kind of fell in line together. It felt like I was maybe a million miles away from being right, and then suddenly, boom, the solution. I actually think this one was very intuitive and one of the more fun, naturally progressing ones where I didn't have to just guess and guess and guess and guess, and it just kind of worked itself out in the end. And so yeah, really enjoy this and look forward to doing it tomorrow. Thank you.